Your fantasy basketball playoffs are right around the corner. Here are the waiver wire targets you need to focus on for week 19 of the fantasy basketball season. From the Charlotte Hornets, Mark Williams. I imagine you're probably a little sick of me talking about Mark Williams. He went from playing less than 20 minutes in every single game to averaging 11, 8, and 1 in 28 minutes per game as a starter. Do remember, Mark Williams, Defensive Player of the Year in the ACC when he played for Duke in 2021-2022. Also, of all the 4 games that he started since the trade deadline, he also put up 2.3 blocks. If he's available on your waiver wire, run out there and grab him now. Dan Gafford from the Washington Wizards. He is only rostered in 47% of Yahoo leagues, and he is the field goal percentage wizard, like a magician with the field goal percentage. He has a 74% field goal percentage on the season. And also, in the last 10 games before the All-Star break, he swatted 23 shots. Make sure if he's available, you grab yourself some Dan Gafford. Next up, a player I'm crazy about for Dynasty formats, Shaedon Sharpe from the Portland Trailblazers. He's only rostered in 3.5% of ESPN leagues, so he's available almost everywhere. And check this out. He was actually snubbed for the Rising Star Challenge for All-Star Weekend and dropped out of the dunk contest. I think he's going to have a chip on his shoulder and come out rolling for the last part of the fantasy season. So if he's available, it's worth a shot. Grab yourself some Shaedon Sharpe. I want to quickly rapid fire some guys you want to take a look at for your waiver wire. Jalen Williams from the OKC Thunder. He had a big 16 rebound game before the break. Aaron Naismith from the Indiana Pacers. Gabe Vincent from the Miami Heat. Santi Aldama, Killian Hayes, and Drew Eubanks. By the way, I'm Robin Marks from Game Pick Fantasy Basketball. You can connect with me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Game Pick Podcast. If you love fantasy sports, please consider subscribing, give this episode a like, and hit the bell to turn on notifications so you don't miss any of these fantasy gems. We release new episodes every single week. If you need help with your team, drop a comment with your question, and very important, if you have a follow-up question or more than one question, do not reply to the comment on the same thread. Just start a brand new comment thread so I don't miss your question. I will answer every single comment for this episode. Next up, let's talk buy lows and sell highs. Kenyon Martin Jr. With Eric Gordon out of town, there's going to be nothing but opportunity for this young man. So before he really takes off, see if you can get him in a deal and buy low. From the Brooklyn Nets, Spencer Dinwiddie. I don't think we've seen the best of Dinwiddie yet, so this is your opportunity to still buy low on him because he's not clicking the way we expected him to. Be patient. Make sure you grab him now and see if he can bring you that fantasy championship you're seeking. Our next buy low candidate is DeAndre Ayton. Now, DeAndre Ayton has been solid, but I believe when KD gets on the team, it's not going to really hurt his value. I think it's actually going to increase his value. So KD's going to spread the floor a little bit. There's going to be a little more room for Ayton to operate and clean up on the glass. I think this is your opportunity to see if you can buy low on him now and again, help you down a stretch for the fantasy playoffs. Now let's talk about our sell highs. LeBron James. We've been talking about LeBron James as a sell high for a couple of weeks, but that window is slowly but surely closing, and it might have already shut for good. This might be your last week, your last opportunity to flip LeBron to get you some first round value. From the Brooklyn Nets, Mikal Bridges. I love me some Mikal Bridges, but I don't think what he's doing lately is going to be the true version of what we're going to get from him down a fantasy playoff stretch. So if you could flip Mikal Bridges with another player maybe and get you a second round, maybe even a third round guy, I would take advantage of that opportunity. I would sell high on Mikal Bridges. From the Dallas Mavericks, Kyrie Irving. Listen, Kyrie is balling. Like all season he's been balling. And it looks like he plays well alongside Luka. However, I always feel like something is coming with Kyrie. So for me, just based on historical data, something's gonna happen, whether it's like, yo, I got some family issues I need to take care of. Yo, there's a new like vaccine I don't want to take, whatever, like people protesting against him, whatever the issue is, something might happen. So for me, the way he's balling right now, you might be able to throw in a secondary piece and get a first round guy for Kyrie Irving. So if you could pull something like that off, I would make the move, sell high on Kyrie. I want to take a quick second to talk about Jock Market. Jock Market is a revolutionary daily fantasy platform that turns sports into a stock market. Jock Market, that's spelled JOCKMKT, offers live daily markets for sports that let you buy and sell shares of fantasy athletes in real time with other users, all for real money. And each share has a guaranteed payout at the end of the night. If you're in your off season for your favorite sport, no worries. You can use Jock Market for NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, PGA, and even NASCAR. Download the Jock Market app on Android or iOS and use the promo code GAMEPICK to receive a 100% deposit match up to $100. One more thing, your first market will also be risk-free with losses refunded up to $100. You literally have nothing to lose. To learn more, visit jockmarket.com and don't forget to use the promo code GAMEPICK. Next up is our Discord Q&A. To join our free private Discord server of over 1,300 fantasy basketball fanatics, all you have to do is hit the link in the description of this episode. The first question is from Luca18. He wants to know, is Jakob Poeltl a sell high? I got his stats right here. On the 26th against Cleveland, he played 27 minutes, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, 13 points. On the 25th against Detroit, 27 minutes, 14 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. The next couple of games are the same thing, but on the 14th, on Valentine's Day, your man has 6 blocks, 30 points, 9 rebounds. Yo, I'm telling you, he is a hold for me. I'm not trying to actually trade him unless I can get really, really high value for him, because honestly, I think they're going to continue to let him rip. So for me, I would hold him and see if he can bring you that championship. The next question is from Wolfie. He wants to know, should I consider trading Devin Booker? Maybe. And here's why. Listen, Devin Booker is a beast, a baller, Mamba mentality level, right? However, Kevin Durant is coming over, and something has to give when you bring a star of that caliber to a squad. However, I still think Devin Booker is going to be valuable. So if you can make a trade for a player that has a better playoff schedule than him, then it would be worth making that deal. But I wouldn't move Devin Booker unless it had fantasy playoff implications. Again, if you need help with your fantasy squad, drop your questions in the comment section. And again, very important, if you have a follow-up question, do not reply to your comment. Just start a new comment thread. I do not want to miss any of your questions. I promise I will answer every single comment for this episode. And don't forget, play the waivers, set your lineups, and follow Game Pick, your freaking fantasy nerd.